Warning, this podcast contains spoilers. And Chuck.
And Dean, and Sam, and... Ooh, I can't see
And Lucifer, and...
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the As Seen on TV podcast for Supernatural, Season 11, Episode 21, All in the Family. I'm your host, Mike, and joining me is Dom. And Nikki. And Kim.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm apparently not allowed to say spoilers, even though we warned that there's going to be spoilers.
Okay.
I wasn't allowed to say the K name.
The K name.
I was going to say Kevin.
Kevin! Which was an utter shock for me this episode.
It's really funny because this whole time, like this whole season, our friend Cleo has not watched.
Mm-mm.
Because A, she missed Kevin.
Mm-hmm.
B, there was no what she considered story development. It was in like 3 episodes out of the whole season. And it was filled with filler episodes.
This last season, he means.
Yeah. And all this stuff, and she hasn't watched, and I didn't tell her about Kevin, didn't tell her about, I said, all I told her was, because she's going to watch the finale, she's going to come join us for the finale, but, she said, for the, I told her, the answer about Chuck has been resolved. There is a clear, cut and dry answer now. I said, I'm not telling you what that answer is, but it has been resolved. So, she's just like, yeah, and they had to go all and do all this stuff the one season I don't watch. She's just so mad over it. It's so funny. So I cannot wait to get her on here for the finale.
She's gonna rage and rant.
She's only watching the finale, by the way. Her point is she wants to see if just watching the finale will make sense, because that's what she's claimed for the last 3 seasons. If you only watched the finale, you understood the whole season. So it's kind of an experiment we're doing, so it'll be fun.
All right, an experiment, a year in the making.
Yep.
So, Chuck.
She loved Kevin, by the way. So.
Oh, yeah, she did love Kevin.
Yeah.
So, Chuck, I mean, this is one of those rare Supernatural episodes that picks up the second after the last one ended, instead of days, weeks, or some undisclosed amount of time later. Chuck, just standing there, and, the sentiment was pretty much, get away from us, whatever the fuck you are. Mm-hmm. It's like, you're not Chuck. Chuck's gone. We haven't seen Chuck in forever. And then, poof.
Except for episode 200.
Right. And then, poof, back to, well, Sam and Dean haven't seen him forever. Poof, back to the bunker. And suddenly, Kevin steps out from behind Chuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So what happened to Kevin?
I think Chuck made him ascend into an angel.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Well, that's the same effect that they used when Bobby's soul got freed from hell.
Well, I thought, though, prophets become angels.
It's possible.
I thought that was the thing. And he said you needed an upgrade. But, well, he said that you've been in the what did he say?
The veil.
The veil? For too long.
I thought he was bringing him back to life.
Oh my goodness.
We all could have hoped, yes.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, brief moment of Kevin. And then followed up with, God is pretty much everybody's slacker roommate from college.
He's the roommate that sits there in front of the TV with a controller in his left hand and the noodles in his right hand, and he's just slurping, and it's like that internet anime meme where the noodles are just going straight in and they just keep going constantly, and he's playing the video games in the other hand.
Apparently watched all the porn on Dean's computer.
I have never seen that much porn.
In
one sitting.
Oh boy.
And that was a lot of Chinese food that he ate.
Wait, what was he watching on the laptop? I swore I wanted to mention, and I don't even remember it now.
Nothing.
I was trying to figure out what it was.
Oh yeah, he was watching curling. That was it.
Oh,
I actually like curling.
I love watching curling too, and I can't explain why.
Watching curling is really interesting.
I'll tell you exactly why for me.
Go on.
It's the little guy with the broom going the whole way down the track.
No,
That's the best part of curling.
I watch for
so excited watching his face. He's like really into it and so excited to sweep. Like just put him in a broom in a shop. Like he doesn't need to follow a puck around. Like I don't know.
Yeah, but he can't slide around the floor of a shop or anything like that.
Yes, he can.
Not as well as ice.
In socks.
Socks and yeah.
I would not want to slide around my shop floor with socks.
Socks and a freshly polished floor.
You know what? And you don't want to slide on curling ice either, because if you fall, you'll break your tailbone. Because you think ice is hard, well, curling ice is even harder. If you would think that is even possible, because it is. It hurts. It's ow.
How much curling ice have you fell on?
A lot.
She's a Canadian. She would have experience in these matters. All Canadians go curling. It's a national law.
I have a curling rink in my town where I'm from.
I thought you were going to tell me you had a curling rink in your yard.
Right. Okay. I just want to prove my point that it's federal law in Canada. She's from a town of 3,000 people. They have a hockey rink and a curling rink in one building.
We have an outdoor ice rink, and then we have an indoor ice rink, and then the indoor curling rink.
Regulation size hockey rink and a regulation size curling rink. 3,000 person town. So federal law.
Town in Canada has one.
I need to see Chuck and Castiel go curling together.
It would be amazing.
With Lucifer being the sweeper.
Okay.
No, Cass and Lucifer being the sweepers. Chuck's the guy who, throws the stone. Like, who gets in that crazy lunge position and like, woo! Why are we spending so much time on curling? What the fuck is wrong with us?
Because it was an interesting thing to see. Because we see curling, but Chuck's really talking about porn.
And then Dean's just like...
I want to know what kind of porn that was.
Was that...
that involved curling.
Porn?
I'm like, obviously knows what porn is.
Just close the laptop.
Or the outro of the porn.
You should have mentioned the pizza man.
Mm-hmm.
You should have.
Well, Dean's whole thought while he's, slowly shutting the lid to his laptop is just, I am so going to hell now. Like, God just watched all of my porn. There's no way I'm ending up in a nice place.
You told God to stop singing?
I know.
Apparently he takes really long showers.
Shut it. It sounds like you what?
You told God to shut it? Yeah, I have to sleep too.
God sleeps?
No. God takes showers?
I want to know where you got the whole box of donuts. He
just walks in
like,
Dean's robe, eating donuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he wearing my robe?
I mean...
He really is that roommate, isn't he?
He really is, but, like, he can materialize anything he wants. But he's, pillaging. So Kevin gets an upgrade, either goes to heaven, becomes an angel, both. And we get a new prophet introduced. The Ninja Turtle, Donatello.
I love the face that Sam gave him when Dean was like, the turtle. And he's
like the mutant Ninja Turtle?
No.
Really?
No, and that guy's gotten it before.
That more seems like something that Sam should have said, and the Dean gave him that look. Like, that seems more believable to me, but the fact that it was the other way around made it more comical.
But why? I mean, Dean knows the references.
I know.
Whereas he wouldn't really know, like, he's not really a history buff.
No, I know, but Dean just seems like the one
one
that would give that look of, like, really? Like, Dean has that look down pat.
He does.
So.
Okay, so this entire episode, I just want to throw this in right now. I'm trying to figure out this whole situation. So Amara's hiding herself. You want to know where
Michelangelo, Raphael, and Leonardo are, right? That's what I was thinking too.
But Amara's hiding, but she wants her brother to find her. But she's got herself cloaked so her brother can't find her. Where does that fucking make sense?
Yeah, I agree.
It doesn't.
She doesn't want him just walking in. And at any time. She's cloaked so that she can choose when he comes to see her. That's why he was She was after, like, she was telling Lucifer, tell him to come see you. You know, call for him. Because if Lucifer calls, then, you know, Chuck would go straight to him and she would know, like, that's the point when he's coming in. But Lucifer's like, hells to the no, I ain't calling him.
And
just cracking up because in chat we have Gildarts going, what the Chuck?
but also Chuck said, I'm not falling into that trap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he knows better.
Mm-hmm. Also, Chuck doesn't seem too keen on saving Lucifer. Like, you know, out of the question, starts getting mad, yelling about it. Then, thus spoketh the Lord, and walks away.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Good way to make the final point, you know, the final point in an argument.
he's like, yeah, I am God, you know, pretty much all see, all knowing, all, yeah, my word is law.
It's like, I say goes.
No. Nope, he's Chuck. Just Chuck.
Anyway,
Anyway.
Metatron, upon seeing a picture of Sam and Dean in front of Chuck in the town that he rescued them from, he calls Dean and says, I have some information for you, which is information.
This is just a picture. He fucking crawled onto a bar and almost did like a drunken bar dance on top of the countertop there. And I'm just like, dude, keep your shirt on.
And it didn't even seem like the people, the other patrons who were sitting there in the bar, actually really cared. I would be like, what the fuck, dude? I would have been creeped out.
Except the guy that he like was right next to when he took the controller from. Yeah, he was the only one that was like.
Yeah, well, I mean, he took the remote. Who does that?
Yeah, you got a point.
I would have been sitting there with my phone out, like doing circles around the bar, like taking a picture, video of him. Like, what is this guy doing?
Mm-hmm. But apparently the information is that at the end of Chuck, God, whoever's autobiography, it's basically a suicide note.
It's not the end, it's the whole thing.
Oh, okay, so basically the whole thing is one big suicide note.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Gonna sacrifice himself to take out Amara, so the world keeps going.
He's not even gonna take her out. He's just gonna make a deal with her to tell her to leave his creations alone, and then she gets to put him in a cage and poke him with a, iron prod whenever she wants.
Mm-hmm. Cage him.
Yeah.
Basically what he did with
Yeah, but,
She gets him. She's not going to stop. We saw what happened to Metatron.
Oh, yeah.
Right? That is where she is the polar opposite of God. Mm-hmm. God creates things. She decreates them. She uncreates things. There's no trace of him. She just made him disappear. Like the way God can pop something into existence, she can make it go away forever. Never have existed. So She is the polar opposite. She's not gonna just like sacrifice God and be like, okay, well everything else can stay now. She's gonna get rid of him and then get rid of everything else too.
Yep.
Except for Dean.
He said that's what Dean was trying to tell him.
Except for Dean.
She just needs a wand and a hat and a suit with a tailcoat and a little red bow tie, and she'd be the best magician in the world. Making things disappear.
Technically, though, Dean was going to be non-existent. He was going to be a part of her.
You want to see my magic trick?
Literally.
I am gonna burn those motherfucking cards.
I have a magic trick.
I am gonna burn them.
But you said she'd be the best magician.
You know what's gonna be magic? When they're ashes.
I have a good magic trick.
I'm not. No.
I'm torn. I'm at an emotional crossroad right now because the little kid part of me wants to see Dom's magic trick, but the rational
seen it a billion times.
Mike. Hey, look.
The rational survival.
Tell me when to stop. You're gonna
Stop.
stop on the 9 of hearts.
Wow, Dom. Amazing.
It's a normal deck. Look, see? But here's the beauty of it, right? So I'll cut to your 9 of hearts, right? And I'll put it in the front, and I'll turn the whole deck into the 9 of hearts.
Uh-huh. That's nice. What I was trying to finish was the little kid wanted me to see the trick, but the rational survival part of my brain wanted to obey my wife.
Oh well.
Well, too late.
He wouldn't let me finish. She
Like I said, I'm gonna burn them.
But it's the 9 of hearts.
great.
It's a normal deck of cards. See.
I see. Can we get back to what we were talking
you
about?
messed up when you said you're gonna turn the whole deck to a 9 of hearts.
I missed one. Whatever.
You missed like 3 or 4. But anyway, this is just one side tangent after another. What were we talking about? All right, rest in peace, Metatron.
Pick a card,
Yeah.
any card.
She's gonna slap you.
This is why I
It's
don't.
the 9 of hearts.
I love it. This is why I don't do magic tricks around her. Anyway, so the plan comes together for Dean to distract Amara, and Sam and Metatron go rescue Lucifer. And then Lucifer will teleport them out of there, and everything will be fine. That really doesn't work, because Amara's not an idiot.
Well, kind of. It was working for a little while until, like, when she went to go smack on Dean, she wasn't getting any action back, so she's like, there is something wrong.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on in your head?
It's like, what's going on in your head?
Mm-hmm.
Dean's probably going, think about porn, think about porn, think about kittens, think about kittens, think about something that's not God. Shit, I said God in my head.
Just as God.
Met with God?
I'm being tricked.
No, I have not. I have met with Chuck.
Exactly.
You know what? He could have said that. He could have been like, nah, it's just Chuck.
No, I met with a guy named Chuck.
Yeah, it's Chuck.
But she poofs back, foils the whole plan. Lucifer can't teleport them out because he's fucked up beyond belief.
He's temporarily grounded.
Mm-hmm. His sarcastic way of saying fucked up beyond belief.
Mm-hmm.
And Metatron stays behind to attempt to slow Amara down. It fails miserably. And then, as Dom mentioned, he just...
Yeah, he was more like... And then he disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
He was more like 9 of hearts.
He can. Oh, Amara goes to kill everybody. God snaps them back, heals Lucifer. Everything's okay. They look at each other like, you've changed. You've changed. Cut to end of episode. What did I miss?
Well, no. Chuck goes,
If you say the 9 of hearts, I'll command her to
I
slap
haven't
you.
really changed.
Okay, yeah. I don't know where I'm going. It was nice to have, Donatello seemed like an interesting character.
Was he immune to the fog because he was a prophet?
It seems so.
Yeah.
Yes, when he turned into a prophet, that made him immune. That's why he was the only one. He got the lightning bolt, as you saw when the fog came in.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that made him immune.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, the whole world has been profitless until this point in time?
Because technically Kevin didn't move on. He was still stuck in the veil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when God released Kevin up, new prophet was made.
Yep.
Kevin was technically like a spirit.
That's silly. I thought if he died, that was a new one came in line. I thought that's how it worked.
You obviously, think about it though. I mean, if you're stuck on, purgatory or where you want to call it, no, obviously not purgatory, in this world, but, the place between.
Yeah, like a transition.
Life and death, yeah.
In the middle.
I would think that you would have to cross into heaven for them to realize, for it to set that, okay, you're gone.
Okay.
We need a new prophet.
He's here. We need a new prophet. Fire up the lightning. But He was the atheist academic
Yeah.
who
Can I
now
just go back to being an atheist like I was 10 minutes ago?
the atheist academic who in the span of a couple of hours meets God, Lucifer. Yeah, God, Lucifer, Amara. Well, I don't know if he met Amara face to face. Yeah, well, he basically meets God, an angel, the devil, and who knows what else in the span of a couple hours.
God's sister.
God's sister.
Yeah,
He did meet her when Sam was driving baby.
Right. Okay, that was right. Yeah.
But I mean, being an atheist seems really simple. It just seems a lot simpler than being religious, especially when the way that they portray things in this show.
But again, another straightforward episode. This season has been really good for that.
Yeah.
I just liked seeing Amara and Lucifer.
Yeah.
I think that was just great, and seeing Lucifer with Chuck, I think, was the best.
Yeah, that was
Chuck
great.
is just like poof, and he's back. It's just like, he poofed the Nine of Hearts into existence.
How many nines of hearts are in that deck?
Just one.
They had their little moment there at the end of the episode. That was
Like, Daddy? Yes, son.
That's gonna be an interesting continuation into next episode.
Yeah.
For which
Keep holding.
I got a bare bones synopsis. And that bare bones synopsis is that the next episode is called We Happy Few. Sam and Dean face their biggest challenge yet. Rowena makes her move.
Oh god.
Yeah, she's
Rowena's
still
back.
around.
That's
I
that.
almost forgot about her.
That's it. That's the whole synopsis. There's nothing more to it.
Somehow she lives again. What the fuck?
Yes, Dom?
What? You're just... What's going on over there, Comment? You're just like, crash.
It's like, here, hold these. I grabbed them.
Flip
and
table.
back.
Dom, is she making you play 52 card pickup? Cowboys and Indians, you're the cowboy and you gotta round up all those little Indians. Other clever name for dropping a whole deck of cards. It's the 9 of clubs.
Oh, close enough.
It's not even a 9. It's an 8.
Nate.
Anyways, is there anything else you guys want to mention about this episode?
Apparently go play hide and go chuck yourself.
Yeah, Skill Dart says
Whoa!
play hide and go chuck yourself.
Interesting.
Indeed.
Huh. Wow. Yeah.
Turn around. Damn it, Chuck.
That is the 9 of hearts. And on that note, I believe that's our show. Unless someone stops me.
No, go ahead.
Nobody stops me. Dom, where can they find you?
9 of hearts.
At the Nine of Hearts.
Awesome. Nikki, how about you?
They can find me on Twitter, an actual place, at LadyVenom24, LadyVenom24. Ew!
Kim, how about you?
Oh, also on the Twitters at HUFF521, BUFF521.
You can find me on Twitter at Thilidrin, right here. You can find all of us on Facebook, Twitter, Gmail, Google+, MySpace, and YouTube at ASOTV Podcast. You can follow us there for some more podcasts for some of your favorite TV shows, movies, and games. Thank you all for watching. Have a lovely night.
Bye-bye. Night of heart.
Mara would make such a way better magician.
Fuck off!